Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Fixate and today we are going to take a look at a game that brings back all those nostalgic memories of playing the SOCOM series on our PlayStations. Now I know we all wish that Sony would just release another SOCOM game, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon, so we're just going to have to work with what we've got, and what we've got right now is Caliber, which is a great substitute for all those SOCOM fans out there. Now, you guys know that I'm not the biggest fan of third-person games. However, when it comes to SOCOM and any game like it, I'll definitely make an exception for it. I remember going to the PlayStation Store back in 2001 when I lived in San Francisco and buying the network adapter with SOCOM included, and that day changed my life forever. I'm quite certain that I wouldn't be where I am today, so heavily invested in the gaming industry if it wasn't for that moment. And if there's an opportunity to bring back those feelings once again in present day, I'm going to go ahead and take it. So here we are. Let's take a look at Caliber and see what it's all about. First things first, Caliber has its own launcher to play the game, so it's not currently available on Steam or Epic Game Store. So I will leave a link in the description below so you guys can download it. Now I bet many of you have never actually heard of this game before, and the lack of it being on Steam or Epic Games is probably a good pinpoint reasoning for that. And another reason why you're going to see that the population on this game is quite low, actually. In fact, it is so low that the only place you can actually find a game is on the Russian servers. Now, granted, this is made by a Russian developer, so that does make some sense, but keep in mind there is zero population on NA, and I do mean zero. Strangely enough, though, you're going to notice very little lag whatsoever, despite being on Russian servers. Don't let that be a deterrent for you for downloading and giving it a try, for sure. So when you first load up the game, you actually cannot go directly into a 4v4 multiplayer. You do have to reach level 4 in order to do that. And I think some new players might actually get confused by this. So you have to play a game mode called Clearing until you reach level 4. And it takes a while to find games in Clearing because the population is so low and everyone's already past level 4 for the most part, so they're all inside the 4v4 playlist. So you're gonna need to play Clearing and kind of wait those slightly longer queue times and make sure you're queuing up on the Russian servers until you reach level 4. Then finding a game is less than a minute after that. But until then, you do have to deal with it. It's definitely strange to me that a game that has such a low population is going to kind of bottleneck people and force them to play a specific game mode prior to being able to play online. But it is what it is, and that's how we got to deal with it. So I know for me, like, I kind of actually struggled to figure out exactly what was going on, and I couldn't find a game, and that was because I had selected NA West as my server, and then once I switched it back to Russian, I found a game pretty quickly. One of the big gripes about this game is people say that it is pay to win, and that is because the operators are cycled through the store weekly and are otherwise only purchasable with real money. But my first impression contradicted that completely because I literally slapped an entire lobby in my first match ever, and I was level 0 and I was playing as a recruit, which wasn't even one of the characters that I unlocked. So that should give you an idea of how the unique operators don't provide as much of an unfair advantage as you might think. That said, it's nearly impossible to alter someone's first impression of a game. I mean, let's be honest. And the current structure of the in-game shop gives just that, a bad impression. Hopefully, the developers address the store monetization, but it's not too late in my opinion. You know, while first impressions go a long way, this game actually hasn't been discovered by a lot of other people, so there's still a chance. Change the way your in-game shop works. Let us grind for all the operators and make your microtransactions all cosmetic. Then market the heck out of your game in North America and add it to Steam, and you could really see Caliber take off because it's got some fun moments, that is for sure. All that pay to win crap aside, if you've been itching for SOCOM over the last 13 years, then this is your game. The character options and the customization are better here in Caliber than there were in SOCOM, but you're not going to beat the SOCOM maps. They were more asymmetrical, they had better flavor. I still have these vivid memories of playing iconic maps like Abandoned and Desert Glory and Frostfire, and there's honestly nothing quite close to that quality in Caliber. The game mode that everyone's getting into on Caliber is called Showdown. It is a 4v4 game mode, and This game actually does use a class system, so assault, medic, sniper, and support. And obviously each one varies, and each one is mandatory for queuing up a match. Now, in your main menu, under the Operator tab, you are going to see on the left-hand side a 5-sided wheel called the Operator wheel, and it's basically like a visual representation of your fighter's abilities and where their values are. So it's made up of 5 segments. You've got the damage segment, which is obvious, you know, how much damage you're outputting. You've got the control segment, which is all about inflicting negative effects like stuns and flashbangs. You've got the aid segment, which is about heals and boosting your allies. You've got the mobility segment, which is all about speed and sprint. And the survivability segment, which is about how hard it is to take them down. As you can see, the first operator that I bought was called Corsair. He's an American Navy SEAL, pretty badass. And on the bottom of the screen, you can see a progress bar, which is like a level up area. As my character gains experience in game, I'm able to unlock new perks and abilities for this specific character, Corsair. And some of the unlocks actually require materials, which you can see in the upper right hand corner. There's a few different green icons, blue and purple and white, and those represent materials that you can use to, along with currency, to unlock special abilities for your specific character. Kind of confusing. I'll say that's one thing about this game. There may be one too many tokens. There's a million different little things with numbers next to them in this game. You could probably tone that down a little bit, but it is what it is. It's not terrible. You get used to it. All in all, though, a lot of customizations. Obviously, there's gun skins and character skins as well. Just a lot going on for a free game. And yeah, I mean, Calibers represents yet another free game that is worth your time and worth taking a look at, especially if you're a fan of third-person tactical shooters. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for liking the video if you enjoyed the content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll go ahead and leave you with some gameplay so you can get a better feel for everything. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Hello. Heads up, enemy assault. Support sighted. Eyes on enemy support. Enemy assault. target.
Sweet dreams.
Assault detected. Hostile spotted. I'm hurt! Tango spotted.
Thanks.
Thanks. Assault spotted. Enemy sight. Heads up. Enemy assault. Watch the spot.
Watch the spot. Assault spotted.
Hostile spotted.
Grenade!
Eyes on a marksman.
Assault! Marksman sighted.